Welcome back. It's me again. It's you again. We're together again for class number 166. Yes, we're progressing. We're getting better. We're moving forward. We have exactly 30 classes left. That means 6 weeks. We have completed 7.5 months of class. We only have 6 weeks left. So we're on the home stretch. The home stretch is the last section when you're running around a track. A track in track and field is 400 meters. And you go around, and the last 100 meters, that straight, is the home stretch. Or in the horse races, when the horses go around the track, when they come around the last curve, they enter the home stretch. Stretch, of course, is estirar. Oh, it's bad manners in Spain to stretch in public. The United States, it's not exactly bad manners. I mean, you don't stretch too much, but it's not taboo like in Spain to stretch. Now, stretch is also un tramo, un trecho. Okay, un tramo de carretera is a stretch of the road. Un tramo de playa, una zona, is a stretch of the beach. Stretch. And the home stretch is el último tramo de la carrera. Ya la recta final. Okay, por la recta final is the home, porque llegas a casa. The home stretch. And the horses, when they see the home stretch, when they see the end of the race, they start going faster because the horses are anxious to reach home, to go home. I know. I used to have a horse when I was a teenager. And when I turned the horse and started heading back, to head is dirigirse a, heading back to the stables, the horse started going faster and faster. The horse was anxious. The horse was eager to get home. Okay, class number 166. We have a lot of work today, so let's go to camera 1 and review 165, please. Okay, now we saw 2 things in the class yesterday. One, very, very important, and the other, less important, but interesting. The less important item was socks, los calcetines. I'm going to teach your socks off. Os voy a enseñar con tanta intensidad que vais a quedar sin calcetines, okay? Literalmente. I'm going to teach your socks off. I'm going to teach you so much. Sweat is going to form on your upper lip, not on your lower lip, on your upper lip. Sweat normally doesn't form on a person's lower lip. It forms on his upper lip. Okay, the sweat. I'm going to teach you so much. I'm going to teach you so hard. Okay? But to work your socks off means to work very, very hard. To work your socks off. Yes. And if you really want to learn English well, if you really want to speak and understand English well, you have to work your socks off. There's no shortcut or magic formula, atajo. There's no shortcut or magic formula. Hard work is the only option. Sorry. In this case, there are not 2 options. There's only one. Hard work. Yes. Yes, I'm not a very motivational teacher in the pure sense. I say it's hard work. It's the only thing I can promise you. Okay, you have to work your socks off. Another expression we saw yesterday was as. Of course, as is a very important word. As. Okay, as. Some people confuse as and like. Si yo fuera el presidente de esta compañía, dirigiéndome la palabra a vosotros, addressing you, diría, como presidente de esta firma, es mi opinión, as the president of this company, all right, and I finish my speech. Another person gets up to the podium and says, como el presidente, yo también, o al igual que el presidente, like the president, I also believe. So like doesn't mean as. Like means similar to, o al igual que, pero no lo mismo. As means como. Yo trabajo como profesor. I work as a teacher. Trabajo como un esclavo. I work like a slave. I don't work as a slave, because I'm not a slave. I'm a teacher. I work as a teacher. But sometimes I get the impression that I work like a slave. Okay? As and like. Okay? As also means tan como, as tall as. I'm not as tall as Pau Gasol. I'm not as tall as Michael Jordan. I'm not as intelligent as Albert Einstein. I don't speak English, or excuse me, I don't speak Spanish as well as you. I don't play the guitar as well as Andres Segovia, etc. That's another meaning. And then finally we have the meaning of as, como, pero en el sentido de ya que. Ya que estoy aquí, pues voy a enseñar. As I'm already here, puesto que ya estoy aquí. As I'm already here, well, why not? Let's have an English class, shall we? All right, as I'm already here, why not? Okay, so as means como, en el sentido de puesto que, ya que, dado que. All right, dado que todo el mundo está enfadado hoy, pues me callo. As everybody is angry today, or at least as everybody seems to be angry today, the people in the technical booth, Maria, then I think my best policy is just to teach. Okay, as everybody's angry. Y como te decía ayer, as I told you yesterday. Y por último, as significa conforme o a medida que. O según, curioso en expresión, en español. It's interesting, Spanish is interesting, and English too. Según nos acerquemos hacia el final, as we get closer to the end, a medida que nos acerquemos al final, as we get closer to the end, conforme nos vamos acercando, nos vayamos, as we get closer to the end, as means a medida que, conforme o según vayan llegando, as they arrive, a medida que vayan llegando, as they arrive, all right? As. So the word as has many meanings. The word like means similar a, como si fuera, pero no es. Okay? All right? I'm holding a cup in my hand. Y como tengo sujeto una taza, as I have a cup in my hand, I can talk about it. All right? Now I can't. As I don't have a cup in my hand, and as the cup is out of view from the camera, well, then I really shouldn't talk about it because you don't have a visual reference. Do you understand? And as Maria is counting down the time, I have to stop. And as I have to stop, well, I have to turn it over to another teacher.
Hello again, and welcome back to another part of the Purple program. That's right, I'm the purple man wearing the purple jumper, the purple shirt, and for those of you that didn't know, the purple underpants. Okay, pants is the way we say calzoncillos, no, David?
Calzoncillos.
Calzoncillos, that's right.
I can tell. I saw them.
He knows. We got changed together. Fantastic. Okay, in the States, when they say pants, they mean trousers, huh?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, in the UK, pants are calzoncillos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think in the States they would say slip or slips or
Underpants.
Or underpants,
Yes.
exactly. Okay, now talking about clothing, today we're going to, by means of a review of the previous class, look at the expression to work your socks off, which, if you remember, means basically trabajar muy duro.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know in Spanish obviously you have a similar expression which is a little bit more gory.
Gory.
Gory,
yes.
Okay, what does gory mean?
I don't know, when there is a lot of blood and flesh over
Exactly. What do you say in Spanish?
Dejarse la piel.
Dejarse la piel, exactly. Okay. In English no nos dejamos la piel, nos dejamos simplemente los calcetines. Siempre me equivoco. Okay. Calcetines. You work your socks off. Okay. Off is obviously the preposition we use when something that was on, your socks are on, when they come off. Okay. Bien. Okay. Let's have a look at some examples. David, did you have to work your socks off to become an actor?
Yeah. I had to work my socks off to become an actor.
Okay, good. Ask me if I had to work my socks off at university.
Did you have to work your socks off at the university?
I was supposed to have worked my socks off at the university. Ask me if I actually worked my socks off at university.
Did you actually work your socks off at university?
I worked my socks off from time to time. Every time there was an exam, I worked my socks off.
Okay.
When there were no exams, I didn't.
Good.
Okay. Ask me if I had to work my socks off to finish the super fantastic game that we've released with Sony.
Did you have to work your socks off to finish the fantastic game that
The super fantastic game.
fantastic game that you are going to release with Sony?
Yep, I had to work my socks off to finish the fantastic, super amazing game that we've released with Sony PlayStation.
I can tell, it's a fantastic game.
It's ace.
I'm
Good
hooked.
stuff. He's hooked. Está enganchado.
Yes.
Good. To be hooked, I'm completely gripped by it. Muy bien. Okay. Now, we haven't got any more time for working our socks off, but we will
Okay.
continue to work our socks off with another expression, which is the way in English we say ya que.
Okay.
For easy, normally we say as. Yeah? Por ejemplo, ya que está lloviendo, vamos a quedarnos dentro, ¿no?
As it's raining, let's get inside.
Well,
Let's stay inside.
Let's stay, not stay. Okay, again. ¿A
As,
que lo
it's,
habéis hecho en casa también? Seguro que sí. Seguro.
as it's raining, let's stay inside.
Okay, let's.
Let's.
Eso es.
As it's raining, let's stay
Ya,
inside.
es el mismo sonido. Hay que continuar el sonido de la S. Let's stay inside.
As it's raining, let's stay inside.
Sí, exactly. We don't create another S sound. Let's stay inside. Okay, ya que estás aquí, vamos a hablar de fútbol.
As you are here, let's talk about soccer.
Okay, good. As you're here, let's talk about soccer. Let's talk about football. Muy bien. Ya que no sabes de qué hablas, voy a hablar yo.
As you don't know what to talk about,
No, not what to talk about. De
you
qué
are
hablar.
talking about.
Eso es. ¿De qué hablas?
As you don't know what you are talking about,
Good.
I'm going to talk myself.
I'm going to talk. Yeah? I'm going to talk.
Okay.
Okay? As you don't know what you're talking about, I'm going to talk. Or I'm going to do the talking.
Okay.
All right? Muy bien. Ya que era imposible encontrarlo, pues compré otra cosa.
As it was impossible to find it, I bought something else.
Bien, as it was impossible to find, no hace falta añadir it aquí.
Okay.
As it was impossible to find, I bought something else. Don't forget, otra cosa is usually something else. We hardly ever say another thing. Okay, it's much more natural to say something else. Otra cosa, yeah? Otra persona, o alguien más, someone else, yeah? En otro sitio más, somewhere else. Okay, let's go. With two synonymous expressions for as, we can also say seeing as, que es un poco como visto que.
Okay.
Bueno, ya que es lo mismo, es totalmente sinónimo. Seeing as and since. Ok, vamos con seeing as. Ya que tienes hambre, vamos a comer algo. Con seeing as.
Seeing as you are hungry, let's have something.
Ok, seeing as you're hungry, let's have something to eat.
Okay.
Yeah?
Seeing as you are hungry,
Yeah.
let's have something to eat.
Okay, the same sentence again, but with since. Since can mean desde, yeah?
Okay.
But also ya que.
Since you're hungry, let's have something to eat.
Fantastic. Okay, David, that's all we've got time for right now. So I'll see you very, very soon for another exciting edition of the Purple Program. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, welcome back. Are you there? Paula? Is that you, Paula? I can't make out. Maria, I can't make out if that's Paula or not. Can you look? Can you check? Is that Paula? I can't make her out. Can you make her out? Casi no te... Paula, if it's you, could you please move behind camera one? Maybe I can see you better. Yeah, please change. Yeah. Hi, Paula. It's you. My God, I couldn't make you out on the other camera. I couldn't make out if it was you or not. Okay. To make is hacer, claro, but to make out is discernir o poder, no sé, divisar. Okay? I can't make out. How many people are really watching this program now? I can see Rafa, I can see Manolo, I can see Pedro, I can see Paula, I can see Inés, I can see Gladys. I can see a lot of people. I can see Rodolfo. Hello, Rudolph. Okay? But I can't make out all the people. I can't make out everybody. I know everybody. I know all the students personally. But I can't make out how many people are really watching the program. I can barely make out who it is. Yeah. One time, I was walking through the desert. Okay? I was walking through the desert with another man. The other man was my guide. All right? We were in the desert. In the Arabian desert. We were in the Arabian Peninsula. Do you understand? Yes, in Saudi Arabia. And we were together and he was my guide. And we were thirsty, we needed water. And we found a well. Okay, a well. Un pozo. A well. We found a well. And the guide went to the well and threw his bag with water, his sheepskin bag, the piel de oveja, his sheepskin bag, into the well and brought up water. And when he was pulling the water up, he saw something in the distance. And he turned and he ran. He escaped. I looked and I couldn't make out anything. I couldn't make out anything in the desert sun. And I looked back around at him. He was running away. And he said, "Look, who's coming?" And I turned and I couldn't make out anything. I couldn't make out anything. So apparently the guide had special eyes for the desert. And I couldn't make out who it was. Finally, I saw a little black dot on the horizon. A little black dot. I could make out a little black dot on the horizon, and the dot was getting just a little bit bigger every 10 or 15 seconds. I could make out and finally, after about 2 minutes, I could make out the figure of a man and maybe a camel or maybe a horse. I couldn't make out if it was if it was a camel or a horse. But I could make out the figure of a man on the animal. And finally, about 2 minutes later, I could make out clearly that it was a camel and a man. And then about 2 minutes later, I could make out that the man was carrying a rifle. And then I saw the man shoot, and he killed the guide. And the guide was trying to run away. And then the man came closer, and I could make out his face. He was an Arab riding the camel, and he was wearing a black clothes. And he came up to me, and he looked at me and said, "You're not Arab. Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Texas and from Spain." He said, "Why are you here?" I said, "Well, I was here to drink some water." He said, "But this is my well." And he said, "Well, I didn't know." All right? Okay? Now, I couldn't make out. Eso es divisar, percibir. Poder reconocer o ver por la distancia is to make out. Some people, they squint their eyes to try to make out the image of something. Often they need glasses because they're short-sighted or nearsighted to make out. To make out is also when you're reading. No puedo descifrar lo que dice aquí. I can't make out what it says. No lo puedo ver. I can't make out. Look, especially if somebody writes longhand. This happens to me sometimes. I receive letters, handwritten letters from fans, radio fans or television fans, often retired people. And they write in such a way that I can't make out what they're saying. It's terrible. This happens to me sometimes. So let me warn you, if you're going to send to Aprende Inglés TV or to Vaughan Radio, if you're going to send a handwritten letter, please write legibly. It's terrible sometimes to receive, this is true, 4 pages, front and back, handwritten, and it's impossible to make out what they're saying. You start with the first line, and I need to call another person in my office and say, Michael, can you help me with this? I just can't make out what he's trying to say. And to spend 4 pages deciphering a handwritten letter is a big problem. Okay, I can't make out what they're trying to say, to make out. I can't make out what it says, okay? So we used to make out in the sense of divisar, and we use make out in the sentido de descifrar, okay? Things that are not clear, or in the distance visually are not clear, or listening, I can't make out. Sometimes when you're trying to extract the lyrics of a song, you listen to the song and you stop, go back. I can't make out what they say here. Alua, whoa baby, I gotta go. I can't make out what they're saying. I can't make out what they're saying. All right. For example, certain songs. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. You think you've lost your love. Excuse me, can you go back? What did he say? You think you've lost your love. I can't make out what he's saying. You think you have lost your love. You think you've lost your love. Well, I saw her yesterday. Okay, I can make out what they're saying. So to make out is to be able to perceive and understand. Listening, reading, or looking. Okay? Now, at this point in this program, Maria always stands up and puts a little whiteboard that says publicidad on it. Sometimes I can't make out what it says because she doesn't write very clearly. She writes it very fast. And I look and I can't make out what it is. But I assume it means we need to take a break. So I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. I can't make out who you are because I can't see you very well. I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you are there. I know you're there. I know you're there. But I can't descifrar, ver, divisar. I can't make out who you are. Yeah. I'm Calvo, Senor Calvo, Maria. Can you make out who he is? A bald man? There's a girl with long black hair. Can you make out who it is? I can't make out who she is. There's another fellow with flaming red hair. Yeah, wow, like my sweater. Can you make out who it is? I can't make out who it is, or who he is. Okay, all right. To make out. I'll be back in a few minutes after our next teacher.
Hello everybody, Kyle here one more time, and I am joined today, once again, by Juan. Juan, how are you?
Can't complain, Kyle. How are you?
I can't complain either. Not bad, not bad. It's nice to have a bit of variety, you know, because so many of the students say, fine, thank you, and you, which gets a little bit robotic, you know. Oh, not bad. I can't complain. I'm doing all right. Good. No, I'm actually doing very well today, actually. I have some notes here. Can you read that? If I hold this like this, can you read the first question?
No, I can't read the first question.
Why not?
Because it's too far away.
It's too far away. Can you make it out?
No, I can't make it out.
You can't make it out from there? Why not?
Because it's too far away.
It's too far away. Are your eyes strong enough to read it?
No, my eyes are not strong enough to read it.
So you can't make it out?
No, I can't make it out.
Is there something wrong with your eyes?
No, there's nothing wrong with my eyes. It's that I can't make it out.
You can't make it out. So what does that mean, to make it out? Another phrasal verb. Another phrasal verb. What does that mean? To make out, folks. To make out. What does that mean?
I guess it's like descubrir or...
Yeah, well, distinguir, divisar, right? Or even entender. If we have a sound, I think I heard a sound, but I can't Can you make out what it is?
I know I can't.
There's someone speaking. Can you make out what they're saying?
No, I can't make out what they're saying.
We can't. There's someone speaking, but we can't make out what they're saying. They're saying something. So this is a phrasal verb. This is a separable phrasal verb, right? So we have the verb and the preposition. We have make out, and we can separate, and we put that pronoun inside. We say make it out. They're saying something, but I can't make it out. Juan can't make it out either. We can't make it out. Why not? Is there something wrong with our ears?
No, nothing's wrong with our ears. Just it's not loud enough to hear, I guess.
It's not loud enough to make out?
No, it's not loud enough to make it out.
Okay, it's not loud enough to make out. If I started speaking Chinese, would you be able to make out what I'm saying?
No, I wouldn't be able to make out what you were saying.
Why not?
Because I don't speak Chinese.
Okay, all right, okay. So now, if I kept moving the card closer to you, would you be able to make it out?
Yes, I think I would be able to make it out.
Okay, so at home, when the card is far away, I have the card here with a lot of writing on it. When the card is far away from him, he can't make it out. He can't make out what is on the card. He can't distinguish. He can't interpret clearly what is on the card because it's too far away. It's too far away for him to make out, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so let's practice this with a few questions, all right?
All right.
So I can't make out what the actor's saying. Can you make out what he's saying?
No, I can't make out what he's saying.
Okay. Now, have you noticed through the window over there's a castle? Can you make out? It's very, very far away, but the window. You see the window, right?
I see the window, yeah.
Now, in the distance, can you make out the castle?
No, I can't make out the castle in the distance. Can you?
I can make it out. It's about. You see to the right. There's the gas station.
I can see. I can make out the gas station, but I can't make out the castle.
You can make out the gas station. Now, if you go to the right of the gas station, then further, can you make out? Can you make it out now?
Yes, now I can make it out.
He can make it out. So he can see it. He can make it out now. How come you couldn't make it out before?
Because I wasn't looking at the right place, I guess.
So
After
I pointed it out to you, you were able to make it out?
Yes, after you pointed it out to me, I could make it out.
Okay. So he made it out after I pointed it out to him. I pointed and I indicated it by pointing, right? Okay. Now, were you able to make out what David had written? I know that David left you a note. Were you able to make out what he had written?
Yes, I could make out what he had written.
Are you good at making out handwriting?
I'm quite good at making out handwriting. You know, my father's a surgeon, so I had to when I was a child.
Yeah. Are you good at making out handwriting? I'm not good at making out handwriting. If my mother leaves me a note, sometimes I look at it and I say, I can't make this out. I don't know what you're saying because I can't make it out. I can't distinguish what you're writing here. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I think her handwriting's not very good is the problem. But I just can't make it out. I'm not good at making it out. So your father's a surgeon.
Yes.
They're famous, at least in Canada. I suppose it's the same in Spain, that doctors are famous for having bad handwriting.
Yes, they are.
So that's true in Spain?
It's true in Spain. I think it's true worldwide.
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess they're not very used to handwrite things. So I guess they used to do things very quickly.
Okay.
So that's a bad thing. The good thing is that now I'm good at making out handwriting.
Okay. So you're getting better at making it out.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Okay. Because I can't make out doctors' handwriting. Can you make out doctors' handwriting? Because I can't. It's difficult. All right. Now, can you make out what I wrote on the whiteboard? I left a message for you on the whiteboard before we came down to record. Could you make out what I wrote?
Yes, I could make out what you wrote on the white board.
Can you make out the difference between Mozart and Beethoven?
No, I can't make out the difference between Mozart and Beethoven. I'm not that good.
Can you make out the difference? He can't make out the difference between Mozart and Beethoven. Ask me if I can make out the difference. Kyle, can you make out the difference between Mozart and Beethoven? No, I can't make out the difference. I can't distinguish between the two. could say, right? Can you make out all Spanish accents? I mean, it depends on where you're from, but can you make out all Spanish accents? Yes? Can you make out all Spanish accents?
Yes, I think I can make out almost all Spanish accents. I think so.
Ask me if I can make out all Spanish accents.
Can you make out all Spanish accents?
No, I can't. No, I can't. I have a lot of problems with the accents in the south of Spain. From Andalusia, I can't make out what those people are saying.
Ask Maria, she'll help you.
Yeah, no, I can't. I was on the metro a few weeks ago, and this guy started talking to me. He thought I was a local, you know, and he started talking to me. I'm not going to impersonate him, but
Okay.
I couldn't. And I said, listen, I can't make out a word you're saying. And then he kept going on. Of course, I was speaking English, so he couldn't make out anything I was saying. I couldn't make out anything he was saying. We couldn't make out what each other were saying, right? We couldn't make each other out. Now, it's not that I have a problem, and he didn't have a problem, really. It was just we can't make each other out because his accent was strong, right? And I was speaking English, so anyway. Can you make out tiny writing?
No, I can't make out tiny writing.
Okay. Can you make out tiny writing? Can you make out tiny writing? Tiny, tiny letters? No, Kyle. I can't make out tiny writing, tiny letters. If it's too small, I can't make it out. All right. Can you make out what I'm saying if I whisper? If I whisper.
No, I can't make out what you say if you whisper.
If I whisper, he can't make out what I'm saying. We're out of time.
Okay, bye-bye.
We're out of time. Okay, good job, Juan. Good job. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This segment is important. I don't think I have time to cover it completely. Tomorrow, of course, when I review these two segments for today, I'll go over it again. But I think, please, pay attention. Please, okay? Camera number one. All right. I don't have enough money to buy a Rolls Royce. Eso está clarísimo y facilísimo. No tengo bastante dinero o suficiente dinero para comprar un coche, un Rolls. I don't have enough money to buy a Rolls Royce. The adjective or adverb enough means sufficient. It's the equivalent of sufficient. Okay. And in Spanish you say suficiente or bastante. No tengo dinero bastante o bastante dinero para comprar un yate, por ejemplo. I don't have enough money to buy a yacht. Ahora, Pepe tiene bastante dinero, ¿eh? Puf, está medio forrado. Tiene bastante dinero. He has quite a bit of money. Quite a lot of money. Okay, estoy bastante enfadado. I'm quite angry. Antes de un adjetivo, quite. I'm quite angry. Yes, cuando es mucho, ¿eh? Estoy, no, muy enfadado no, pero bastante. I'm very angry or extremely angry, no, but I'm quite angry. English is quite easy, all right? But you have to study quite a bit. El inglés es bastante fácil, pero tienes que estudiar bastante. All right? English is quite easy. But to learn it, you have to study quite a lot, or quite a bit, all right? You have to study quite a bit, yeah. We have quite a bit of time. Yes. We are quite angry. In front of an adjective, use quite. In front of a noun or a comparative, use quite a bit or quite a lot. In front of a noun, use quite a bit of or quite a lot of. In front of a comparative, quite a bit or quite a lot. Okay, let me give you some. This is complicated because suficiente is enough, not quite. Tengo bastante dinero, ¿eh? Eso es I have quite a bit of money. Ahora, tengo suficiente dinero para comprar ese coche, I have enough money. ¿Cómo que tienes suficiente? Tú tienes bastante dinero, dinero más que suficiente. You have quite a bit of money. quite a lot of money. You have more than enough money. All right? Now, cuando dice, mire, es bastante lejos, está bastante lejos, it's quite far. Pepe es bastante alto, eh? He's quite tall. All right? María es bastante inteligente, ojo, es bastante inteligente. She's quite intelligent. More intelligent than you think. All right? Ahora, con sustantivos, nouns, quite a lot of, quite a bit of. Tengo bastante tiempo libre hoy. I have quite a bit of free time. I have quite a lot of free time. Cuando son singular o incontables. ¿Ah? I have quite a bit of free time. Tengo bastantes horas libres. I have quite a few free hours today. Hay bastantes oportunidades. There are, plural ahora, there are quite a few opportunities. Hay bastante oportunidad. There's quite a lot of opportunity. Hay bastantes oportunidades. There are quite a few opportunities. Hay bastantes días como hoy. There are quite a few days like today. Okay? Hay bastantes momentos como este. There are quite a few moments like this one. Tengo bastante agua todavía. I have quite a bit of water still. Or I still have quite a lot of water. Quite a lot of, quite a bit of, before singular or uncountable words. Okay? Yes. We still have quite a bit of time. Tenemos un poquito de tiempo todavía. We still have a bit of time or a little bit of time or a little time. Pero vamos con a bit ahora. Todavía tenemos un poquito de tiempo. We still have a bit of time. A bit of time. Insertamos quite delante, quite a bit, todo cambia. We still have quite a bit of time. No es que tengamos todavía un poquito, tenemos bastante tiempo todavía. Entonces, es curioso como la inserción de quite cambia radicalmente el significado de la palabra bit, B-I-T. Ok. Tenemos un poquito de tiempo. We have a bit of time. Insertamos quite. We have quite a bit of time. Tenemos tiempo bastante. Tenemos bastante tiempo. No te preocupes todavía. All right? Con few. Okay. Hay pocas oportunidades en esta economía. There are few opportunities in this economy. Insertamos quite. There are quite a few. Hay bastantes oportunidades. Es totalmente lo contrario casi. All right? Yes. Tengo pocos problemas. I have few problems. O tengo unos pocos problemas. I have a few problems, not many. I have a few problems. Like everybody, I have a few problems, but not many. I have quite a few problems. Tengo bastantes problemas. Ojo. Pobre de mí. I have quite a few problems now. I have quite a few problems. Ahora tengo bastante tiempo libre hoy. I have quite a bit of free time, but I have quite a few problems. Quite a few para plurales. Quite a bit of para singular incontable. All right? All right. There are quite a few good beaches in Spain. There's quite a bit of wheat in Spain. Hay bastante trigo en España. Quite a bit of wheat in Spain. More than you think. There's quite a bit of corn, maíz. There's quite a bit of corn in Spain. More than you think. There's quite a bit of sorgo in Spain. More than you think. All right. Quite a lot of and quite a bit of. Quite a lot of can be used for plurals. Quite a lot of cars. So quite a lot of is universal. It can replace quite a bit of, and it can replace quite a few. Hay bastantes coches en Teruel, más de lo que piensas. There are quite a few cars in Teruel. There are quite a lot of cars in Teruel. All right. Quite a bit. Quite a bit, quite a lot. Quite a few. Quite a bit, quite a lot, quite a few. I hope you understand this. If not, don't worry, because I'll review it again tomorrow. All right? So now I have to say goodbye, but I'll be back to close the program.
there, my name's Carly Carson. Nice to see you again. Before we start our class, I want to introduce you to my student. I'm here with David. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Awesome, I'm great. All right, if you're ready, will you help me with some vocabulary?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to give the English pronunciation, and David is going to translate it into Spanish. So we're going to start with 5 vocabulary words for today. All right, again, the pronunciation is, for me, the most important, because you can know the meaning, but if you don't pronounce it properly, everything falls apart. So the first word of the day. How do you say mankind in Spanish, David?
Humanidad.
Good. So we say mankind. Okay, humanity exists. Humanity it exists, but we don't use it in that sense, all right? Humanity, I think, is a play by Cirque du Soleil or something like that. So, mankind, tell me.
Humanidad.
And in English?
Mankind.
Again?
Mankind.
Perfect, good. Mankind, with the D at the end. Very good. The second word. How do you say cynical in Spanish?
Cínico.
Good, yeah, so the same, but just the C. Cynical, like an S. Cynical.
Cynical.
Perfect. Are you cynical?
No, I'm not.
Not at all.
No. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
When I try to make fun.
Perfect, good, exactly. So sometimes we're cynical. So to be cynical. Very good. The third one. How do you say bald in Spanish?
Calvo.
Good, yeah. I remember I made a mistake one day and I walked into a cafe and I said, ¿Tenéis calvo? Instead of caldo, right? Silly mistake. But bald, we say in English. Tell me.
Bald.
Good, good pronunciation of the D at the end. Ball, no. It's pelota. Bald, bald. Very good. All right, the fourth one. How do you say savings account in Spanish?
Cuenta de ahorro.
Good, yeah. Now, the one thing I think is a little tricky here is that it's savings. So it's an adjective, but it has an S on the end. So careful with that. Yeah, it's not saving. It's savings account. Tell me in English.
Savings account.
Perfect, good. So this is one of the exceptions that it's an adjective and we have an S. Savings account. Savings account. Good. And the last one. How do you say to blush in Spanish?
Sonrojarse.
Good. This is my favorite. I like this. To blush, right? Blush is also makeup that you put on your cheeks. So when you want red cheeks, you put blush, right, as makeup. Do you blush easily?
Yes, I do blush easily.
Me too. We're kind of pale. I
Yes.
think pale people blush easier than others. Very good. So you have 5 new words of the day. Use them. Try to practice them. And you're going to find out very quickly if you're pronouncing them properly or not. All right? So keep practicing. Now, class, we are going to talk about enough, which is?
Es suficiente.
Good. Or bastante. In this case, bastante, but perfect. Good. Quite a bit of and quite a lot of. All right, so quite a bit of we use with countable or uncountable nouns?
With uncountable.
Good. So quite a bit of water. Quite a bit of water, right? Not. You can also say quite a lot of, yeah? They're both correct. But quite a lot of plus countable or uncountable, generally?
With both?
With both, absolutely. But can I say quite a bit of people?
No, you can't.
Good. So quite a bit of only for uncountables. Quite a bit of for only uncountable nouns. Quite a lot of for both. So I'm going to give some translations, and David's going to translate them for me. Hay bastante agua en el vaso.
There's quite a bit of water in the glass.
Perfect. Good.
Or what?
You can use a lot of.
Okay. There is quite a lot of water in the glass.
Good. I think it all depends on your perception, if you're positive or negative.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking. You can say quite a lot of if there's more than quite a bit of. Yeah, quite a bit of, quite a lot of. Good. Tengo bastante dinero para estudiar el máster.
I have quite a lot of money to study the masters.
You can say that, or with enough.
I have enough money to study the masters.
Perfect. Usually in English, we say I have enough money plus verb. I have enough something to do something. So I have enough money to study English. I have enough money to study a master's, right? But in general, I have quite a bit of money. Yeah, I have quite a bit of money. Good. Has hecho bastante trabajo para hoy.
You've done enough work for today.
Good. I would say enough. Good. Very good. You've done enough work for today. Enough work for today. Very good. Work is countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Good. And what could you say for accountable? Jobs, tasks, things like that. But work is more common. Good. Hay bastante gente en la calle.
There are enough people in the street. Or there are
enough is okay. Grammatically, it's correct. But if you want to say...
Okay. There are quite a lot of people in the street.
Good, excellent. There are quite a lot of people in the street. Now, careful. Quite a bit of? No, it has to be quite a lot of because people are plural, right? People are plural. Good. Hay bastantes coches aparcados.
There are quite a lot of cars parked.
Good. Or parked cars.
Okay, there are quite a lot of parked cars.
Good. Both of them are perfect. Cars, comma, parked or parked cars. Very good. Hay bastantes playas en el sur de España.
There are quite a lot of beaches in the south of Spain.
Good. Pronounce beaches again.
Beaches.
Good. And we have to focus on that. Beaches, right? 2 beaches. Very good. There are quite a lot of beaches in the south of Spain. Repeat that.
There are quite a lot of beaches in the south of Spain.
Good, good. So beaches, beaches. Very good. Hay bastante tiempo para irnos de vacaciones.
There is enough time to go on vacation.
Perfect, good. There's enough time to go on vacation. Again, enough plus the verb. There's enough time to go. Good. Hay bastante nata en la tarta.
There is enough, there is quite a bit of cream in the cake.
Good. Yeah, it could be in or on. We don't know.
Okay.
It could be inside or it could be on top. Perfect. Good. So you could say there's quite a lot of cream on the cake or there's quite a bit of, because cream is an uncountable noun. We're flexible with both of those. But if it's a countable noun, only quite a lot of. Very good. I'm going to ask him some questions now. How much dirt is there on the floor, David?
There is quite a bit of dirt on the floor.
Good, because it's not inside, it's
Yes.
on top, right? There's, contract that, there's.
There's quite a bit of dirt on the floor.
Perfect, good. So quite a bit of dirt. Dirt is uncountable. How many carrots are there in the fridge?
There are quite a lot of carrots in the fridge.
Good, good, yeah. So you have to think about it a little bit. Do you realize that you're thinking about it a bit before you speak? Is it like quite a bit of, quite a lot of? Yeah,
Yes, a bit.
yeah,
Yes,
and that's good. So David's practicing here. You guys have to practice at home. So be thinking, okay, quite a bit of, uncountable, usually. Quite a lot of, countable nouns, right? So at home, practice out loud and speak and see if you're getting it correct, all right? So how much information can you give me about Madrid?
I can give you quite a bit of information about Madrid.
Perfect, good. I believe him, actually. His intonation's great. I can give you quite a bit of intonation. A bit of intonation or information. How many dress shirts do you have?
I have quite a lot of
Dress
shirts.
What David's wearing there is a dress
Yes.
shirt. It's a shirt or a dress shirt because
Okay.
it's a little more formal. Good. So how many dress shirts do you have? I have quite a lot of dress shirts. Very good. How much money does Bill Gates have?
Bill Gates has quite a lot of money.
Perfect, good. Quite a lot of or quite a bit of? You choose. So remember, uncountable nouns, quite a bit of or quite a lot of. Countable plural nouns, only quite a lot of. Keep practicing. Bye-bye.
Okay, one more class out of the way. We have gotten this class out of the way, class 166, which means that we only have 29 classes left. I'm marking the X's on my calendar, counting down the days. It's the final countdown. Yes, sir. The final countdown to the end of this program, to the end of this course. But of course, it's not the end for you, because you still have a lot of work to do. You still have a long way to do, a long way to go. You still have quite a bit of responsibility, quite a few things you need to do, quite a bit of work, quite a few things that you need to do. And you need to stay mentalizado, as you say in Spanish. You need to stay aware of the need to continue close contact with English language. I'll see you tomorrow.